Chapter 9, Lesson 5, Polygons on a Coordinate Plane. Contents targets. Students will understand to find the area and perimeter of polygons graphed on a coordinate plane. Our language targets. Students will demonstrate their understanding by graphing various shapes and then finding the area and perimeter. To find a perimeter, you can use the coordinates of a figure to find its dimensions by finding the distance between 2 points. To find the distance between 2 points with the same x coordinates, subtract their y coordinates. To find the distance between 2 points with the same y coordinates, we want to subtract our x coordinates. So our main idea today is simply this, and this is very important right here as we go through. When x coordinates are the same, we're going to subtract the y coordinate. When the y coordinates are the same, we're going to subtract the x coordinate. So when I look at example 1, it says a rectangle has vertices A 2, 8. So I'll go A at 2, 8, B at 7, 8. So here's B at 7, 8. Sorry, we're going to erase that. B is at 7, 8. So I'm going to go all the way over here to find 7 and go up to 8, which is B. I'm going to go all the way over to 7 and go up to 5 to find C, and over to 2 up 5 to find D. So to find the lengths of each, I look at A and B first. I notice that B has the same y coordinate, so I want to subtract the two x coordinates. So I have 7 minus 2, which is 5. So the distance from A to B in this rectangle is 5. If I look from B to C, B and C each have the same x coordinate. That means the y's are different. So to find line B to C, I have to subtract 8 minus 5. A minus 5 is 3, so I know this side is 3. Well, what I know about rectangles is that opposite sides are equal. So that means C to D is 5, and that A to D is 3. So to find the perimeter, I have to add all the sides together. So I have 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. 5 and 5 is 10. 3 and 3 is 6, so 10 plus 6 is 16. And it's units because there's nothing that is there to tell me otherwise. If I look at these two problems here, use the coordinates to find the length of each side, then find the perimeter of each rectangle. So we're talking about rectangles. Okay, so I know the top and the bottom sides of my rectangle are equal, and the two sides on the left and the right are equal. So letter A, I have 3, 6. So I go over 3 up 6, that's E. Over 3 up 8, that's F. Over 7 up 8, that's G. Over 7 up 6, that's H. So here's my rectangle. So if I look at my numbers from E to F, 3 and 3 are the same. So I have to subtract 6 minus 8. 6 minus 8 is 2. So I know the length of this is 2, which also tells me that G and H is the same because it's a rectangle. If I look at F and G, notice that the y's are the same. So I want to subtract the two x's. So 7 minus 3 is 4. So I know F to G is 4. If F to G is 4, then E to H is also 4. So then to find my perimeter, I add all sides together. So 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. And it's units. If I look at letter B, I is 1, 4, J is 1, 9, K is 8, 9, L is 8, 4. I go over 1, up 4, and that's I. Over 1, up 9, that is J. Over 8, up 9, that's K. And over 8, up 4 is L. So again, I want to find the distance. So let's start at I to J. So I have 1, 4, and I have 1, 9. Notice that my x values are the same, so I want to subtract 9 minus 4, which equals 5. So I know from I to J is 4. Because it's a rectangle, I know the opposite sides are the same, so the other side has to be 4 as well. So when we talk about J to K, I have 1, 9 to 8, 9. Notice that my y's are the same, so I have to subtract 8 minus 1, which is 7. So from J to K is 7. So I also know I to L has to be 7 because they are congruent. So to find the distance around, I add all sides together. 4 plus 7 is 11. 11 plus 4 is 15. 15 plus 7 is 22. And of course, we have units. It says here each grid square on the zoo map has a length of 200 feet. So it's 200 feet for every one square. Find the total distance in feet around a zoo. So we're just going to take each line, we're going to add, we're going to subtract, and then we're going to add all those together. So from 0 to 7, 0 to 7. 7 minus 0 is 7. If I look at from the gorillas to the elephant, 7s are the same. So 10 minus 7 is 3. From the elephants to the tigers, the 7s are the same. So I subtract 11 minus 7, which is 4. From the tigers to the aquarium, 11 is the same. So I subtract 7 minus 3, which is 4. From the aquarium to the rhinoceros, the y values are the same. So I subtract 11 minus 7, which is 4. From the rhinoceros to the reptiles, the 7s are the same. So I subtract 3 minus 0, which is 3. From the reptiles to the entrance, the zeros are the same. So 7 minus 0 is 7. And from the beginning to the monkeys, the zeros are the same. So I subtract 10 minus 0, which is 10. So then I add all of those together. So 10 plus 7 is 17. 17 plus 3 is 20. 20 plus 4 is 24. 24 plus 4 is 28. 28 plus 4 is 32. 32 plus 3 is 35. 35 plus 7 is 42. And 42 plus 10, whoops, we already did that. So our total is 42 total around, but each one is 200 feet. So I have to take my calculator and I have to take 200 times 42 to get 8,400 feet. So to find the area then, when you have those, you can find the area of each figure that is drawn on grid paper or graphed on a coordinate plane. So number 4, if we were to find the area of this figure below, again, I would start at one central point and I'd find my rectangle first. So I know that this is 1, 2 units. So I know this side is 2 units because it's a rectangle. The other side is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if this is 5 units, I know this is 5 units. I know that this part up here is a trapezoid. So I have base 1 at being 5. The top, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And the height is 2. So to find the area of my rectangle, I take length times width. So 5 is my length times the width of 2. The area is 10 units squared. Find the area of the trapezoid, I take the area equals 1/2 times the height, which is 2, times base 1, which is 5, plus base 2, which is 4. 1/2 of 2, half of 2 is 1. So 1 times 9 plus 4, 5 plus 4 is 9. So the area equals 9 units squared. So to find the area of both, I have to add the 10 plus the 9 to get 19 units squared. Let's look at the area of this quadrilateral. So I know the area equals length times width, or base times height, however you'd like to read that. So my length is here, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. The height, of course, is not the diagonal line, but it's this line here from where these two meet. So this is 1, 2. So to find the area, I take the area is 4, that's the length, times 2, which is the height. So the area equals 4 times 2 is 8 units squared, because this is units, units times units is units squared. The last one we have to do is graph the figure. So when you graph the points of 3, 3, start over 3, up 3, make your point. B is over 3, up 6. C is over 5, up 6. D is over 8, up 3. So here is our shape. Our shape is a trapezoid. So we have to use the area equals 1/2 times the height times B1 plus B2. B1 up top is 1, 2. B2 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The height is 1, 2, 3. So if I put those numbers in, I get 1/2 times 3 times 2 plus 5. So 3 times 7 is 21 times 1/2. The area is going to equal 10.5 units squared.